Hello, let's discuss on human excretory system. Human excretory system consists of a pair of kidney, pair of ureter, urinary bladder, and a urethra. Kidney are reddish brown and bean-shaped structure, and in case of adult human, each of these kidney weight around 120 to 170 gram, and it may the weight may range from 5 to 7 centimeter, and in length it may range from 10 to 12 centimeter. Now towards the center of this kidney is present a notch shape. This is called the notch shape, and this notch shape that is present inside the kidney is called as the helium, and it is through this helium the ureter, the blood vessels, and even the nerve enter inside the kidney. Now the kidney is covered with a tough structure called as the capsule. The capsule, inside this capsule is present two zones, the outer cortex and the inner medulla. So this cortex they begin to extend in between this medulla, and they form a renal column called as the column of Bertini. So these are the medulla or the medullary pyramid, and this cortex they begin to extend in between the medullary pyramid. So this extension is called as the renal columns or the column of the Bertini, and each of these kidney is made up of millions of complex tubular structure called as the nephrons. So these are the tubular structure that form the kidney, and these nephrons they together form this functional unit of kidney. Now each of these kidney has two parts. The first one is the glomerulus and the second is the renal tubule. So the renal tubule is formed by a wall of cup-shaped structure called as the Bowman capsule. Now this glomerulus is formed by a tuft of capillaries, and these capillaries together form the efferent arterioles and the efferent arterioles. So the efferent arterioles, these are fine branch of renal artery that bring the blood to the glomerulus, and the efferent arterioles, these are renal artery that carries away the blood from the glomerulus to other part of the body. So the Bowman capsule is the renal tubule, and this Bowman capsule form a cup shape around the glomerulus. This glomerulus together with the Bowman capsule form the Malpighian body or the renal corpuscle. These tubules, that is the Bowman capsule, they begin to continue further, forming a highly coiled network called as the proximal convoluted tubule or PCT. So this highly coiled tubule formed by the extension of the Bowman capsule is called as the proximal tubule, and this proximal convoluted tubule they also continue forming a hairpin like structure called as the loop of Henle. This loop of Henle arises from the proximal convoluted tubules, and the loop of Henle is divided into two parts, that is the descending limb and the ascending limb. So this side is the descending and this side is the ascending limb. So these are the two parts that is formed by the loop of Henle. The ascending limb of the loop of Henle also at the end form a highly coiled structure called as the distal convoluted tubule. So proximal convoluted tubule arises from the extension of the Bowman capsule, whereas the distal convoluted tubule, that is the DCT, is formed by the continuous extension of the ascending limb of the loop of Henle. The DCT, that is the distal convoluted tubules, opens into a straight tube-like structure called as the collecting duct, and this collecting duct converge and open into the renal pelvis. So this is the renal pelvis. So the collecting duct of the nephrons, they converge and opens into a renal pelvis through the medullary pyramid. So these lines This together form the medullary pyramid. So it is through this medullary pyramid that this collecting duct of the nephrons opens into this renal pelvis. The Malpighian corpuscle, that is the glomerulus and the Bowman capsule, along with the proximal convoluted tubule and the distal convoluted tubule, they are present in the cortex or the cortical region of the kidney. Whereas the loop of Henle, that is this, the ascending limb and the ascending and the descending limb of the loop of Henle, they remain in the medulla. So they begin to move inside the medulla. So the Malpighian corpuscle, the PCT and the DCT, they are present in this cortical region. However, the loop of Henle, they begin to move inside this medullary pyramid or the medulla of the kidney. In majority of the nephrons, this loop of Henle are found in the medulla. So this medulla, this loop of Henle which are found in the medulla are called as the cortical nephrons, and in some of the nephrons, the loop of Henle are very long and they run deep inside the medulla of the kidney. So such type of nephrons are called as juxtamedullary nephrons. Now the efferent arterioles, they emerge from the glomerulus and form a fine capillary around the renal tubules, and these fine capillaries that is formed by the efferent arterioles are called as the peritubular capillaries, and at the tip they form a U-shaped structure, forming a network that is running parallel to the ascending and the descending limb of the loop of Henle. So this U-shaped structure formed by the efferent arterioles are called as the vasa recta, and this vasa recta is absent or highly reduced in the cortical nephron.